All right, so let's do a little post Jet Dallas. Hey, listen, maybe I was a little overzealous when I predicted that game. But I really thought that the Jets were going to play them better than that. You know, there's a few things to look at in this game. So we'll take a quick look at a few things. But basically, I mean, it really wasn't that much of a game, which is kind of disappointing. I really thought it was going to be a much tougher fought game than it was. So I don't know what happened with a few things. So let's break down a couple of things. There was maybe, some good things out of that game, but probably more negative than positive, right? So, I mean, I was definitely brought down to Jet reality after watching that game. So, but let's just do a little post Jet Dallas reaction, and because there's a couple of things I just want to mention here. Number one, Dwayne Brown, fucking this guy. I don't even think this guy should be on the fucking team at this point. I don't listen. What I saw from him was just an absolute disgrace of a job as a left tackle. I think Becton could have probably did a better job. The problem I have with Becton is I don't think Becton has the agility to really listen. Before I go any further, let's give credit where credit is due. Micah Parsons is an animal. That guy is a fucking game wrecker. So, yes, you were trying to block basically the best defensive player in the league. I get that. But at the same time, wait, you know what? Now that I think about it, number one, why wasn't that guy getting double teamed? I didn't really see him getting double teamed. That's on the coaches. I didn't see him getting double teamed. Did you? And like I said, going back to Dwayne Brown, what the fuck, man? Like, there's some footage. I'll see if I can put it in here, where he's just getting beat play after play from this guy. I mean, like I said, I know he's great, but I mean, it didn't even look like it wasn't even competitive. Like, he was just annihilating him on the line all fucking game. So, at that point, switch, put Becton on the left. I mean, do something, double team the fucking guy. I know, again, I you know what? I don't want to put him in like LT's fucking stratosphere. I don't think anyone will ever be as good as fucking Lawrence Taylor, but he's on another level though, this guy. And he's somebody who I haven't seen in a while, with that much, game disruption ability. He was beating Dwayne Brown on every fucking play. There's one play where he beats him, and Brown's just standing there like watching him sack fucking Zach. Like, dude, I think it's time to just get that fucking guy, get him off the team. He just looks like an old fucking lineman to me at this point. Or maybe you just, either you get him off the fucking team or put him at right and put Becton at left. Again, I don't know if Becton would have been able to handle Parsons either, because Becton, I don't know if Becton just has the agility. I don't know if anybody can handle that guy. That's why I'm saying, that why wasn't he getting double teamed? So anyway, that was a big part of the loss, I think. Dallas coming out on the opening drive, choosing to get the ball. When they won the coin toss and chose to receive, I right away I knew it might be a bad game. And then they went right down the field and scored, and they just set the tempo from that point on. Listen, Dallas played really fucking good. Whether or not Dallas is legit yet, I don't know. Dallas is legit, but I mean like legit. Like legit, serious bowl contender. But so far, Dallas looks pretty for real. So, that's another part of it. They played a really good team who like literally hit on all cylinders in that game. So you went against a team who, played really well. They have a game record on their team. But listen, as far as, some positives to take out of this, Zach, I thought played pretty good. He looked better to me than he did last year. So he looks like he may have matured a little bit. He looks like he is maybe grasping the game a little bit better. He stayed in the pocket a little bit more. There wasn't too much schoolyard football from him. I don't really count the bullshit interceptions that he threw at the end of the game. Like he was the game was over at that point. He was just trying to make shit happen. And, it was just, those were like garbage interceptions. I think one maybe you could mark down as a bad, throw or a mistake on his part. But the other two, he's just winging it up at that point. The game was kind of over at that point. But I felt like he played a decent game. But I didn't mention this in the last video, but if there's anything to take away from this year with him, and maybe it's a blessing in disguise that Rodgers went down, because now you get to see, really, are they keeping this guy and sticking with him, or are they going to get rid of him? Because he's either going to do well enough to where, okay, he shows promise, or he's going to fucking play like he did last year. And if that is the case, you have to get rid of him. So if Zach Wilson plays again like he did the first two seasons, that's it. You got to call it a day with him. And at least they'll find that out this year. So, but like I said, he didn't look that bad to me. His pass to Garrett was fucking really sweet. That was a dime. And that whole play was a dime. I fucking love Garrett Wilson. And how could you not fucking love that guy? So that was a great fucking play. I think it was a 68-yard touchdown. That was a sweet play. Now, let's talk about another thing in this game that really, if this happens, this is a different game. I think you already know where I'm going with this. Fucking Sauce Gardner. How the fuck do you drop that interception? That is a pick six, all right? If you want to be one of these elite cornerbacks like you say you want to be, and listen, I'm on your side, man. I do think you have the ability to be elite. You had a great season last year. I think Sauce Gardner is a great cornerback. And, and listen, he doesn't have a big mouth, so this is not like, let's trash Sauce Gardner here. He said the right things after the game. He admitted it. He was looking to already run with the ball. He already saw the touchdown, and he dropped the ball. But at least he's man enough to own his mistake, admit that he fucked it up. So I have a lot of respect for that. But Sauce, next time, catch that fucking ball, because that's a pick six. All right? So if Gardner catches that ball and returns it for a touchdown, I believe at that point it's 14-10 Jets, right? With a huge momentum swing in that game. So, listen, again, another thing that, added to this loss. The penalties, one penalty I thought was really bad. Come on, you can't, I think it was the roughing the passer penalty. The one I'm talking about. That was a disgraceful call, okay? But there was another one where it hurt them. And the defense, either Dallas was that good, or, the defense just didn't really show up for this game. I think it was a combination of both. Like I said, give Dallas some credit. They did fucking play a good game. So that's, like I said, Are there positives to take out of it? Yeah, you know, like again, I thought Zach played a decent game. We'll see what he does against the Patriots. We'll see what he does moving forward. And like I said, this is his final audition for this team. So all of that, in a way, is pretty positive. The strike to Garrett Wilson was amazing. Definitely a positive out of that game. You know, Sauce Gardner realizing that next time he needs to first catch the fucking ball. You know, live and learn, right? And maybe even though he got his fucking ass handed to him all game, it was a good thing that maybe Dwayne Brown got beat that bad in the game, because maybe now you realize you got to get rid of this guy at left tackle. And I don't give a shit that he had a fucking injury. He's coming back, whatever. I don't care. He played like shit. So fucking either get him off the team or put him on the bench, or maybe you move him to right, like I said, and put Becton on the fucking listen, Becton is, I think Becton should be on the left side anyway with listen, Becton's either gonna stay healthy or he's not, right? So, but wasn't he drafted to be the left tackle? Put the fucking guy on the left side. Put what is it, AVT? Tucker, right? Put him on the left side next to Becton. And now you have an amped up left side like you were trying to have last year until the injury bug struck. So you know, pretty much that's it, man. Just some type of a post game here. And I'll try to do these post games as well, because I'm going to try to do predictions every week. So why not talk about the game afterwards as well? Like I said, I'm trying to get a little more engaged this year with the Jets. So that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for a Jet Patriot prediction video. You already know who I'm predicting to win this game, but we'll talk about it a little bit. So I'll put that video out. That's going to be an easy video to make, and it's going to be short, because you know what I'm going to say about that game. And maybe some other things to mention. You know what? I'll mention it in the, this video is long enough. I'll mention it in the Jet Pat prediction game. Just trying to think if there's anything else to take away from that Dallas game. I don't know, man. Maybe Dallas is for real. So we'll see. But I really thought it was going to be a tougher fought game. And for all of those fucking Dallas trolls that I'm starting to see in the comment box, listen, man, maybe I was a little overzealous, but what do you expect? I am a fucking Jet fan, and because I am a Jet fan, listen, my reaction is simple: fuck you.